How are you? hmm Today we're going to try to keep it very simple. I'm just going to do something to help you sleep. So we're just going to clear out any sort of negativity and whatever that's keeping you awake. And hopefully you can get some relaxation, okay? Alright. So just sit back, relax, and I'll take care of everything. I might talk a little bit in this video. I rarely talk in these videos anyway, so just bear with me. I'll try not to be too loud. Just gonna sage you a bit, give you a spray, and then I'll start working with my hands, okay? So, anyways, so I wanna kind of address what happened on Monday because often in times of these situations, when we go through a sort of separation, I guess, I don't know, we tend to have resentment for the other person. We tend to say, well, that person broke my heart, therefore they're a bad person. And being a human being, I had a bad habit of doing that growing up. But I just want to make this thing clear. I don't have anything against the individual that, when basically what took place a week ago, I don't have anything against that person. I don't think they're a bad person. I don't think that they were wrong in making the decision they made. I just hate how they went about it, you know? I've been there. I've been there where I've dated women, and, as I've dated them, I realized that they just kind of wasn't what I was looking for, and that's fair. We're not going to be everybody's, like, forever person. That's not going to happen, even if you want it to be. But I've been in a situation where I've dated women, and I just felt that it just wasn't going to go anywhere because, I didn't feel fulfilled in the situation. So, I told them that I think it's best, we kind of do our own thing, because if I keep you in my life, I'm only, keeping you from the person that you should be with, rather than, you know, giving you the happiness and good that you deserve. So, again, I don't have anything against the person. Um, I'm I'm happy that they did, they were honest with me before things got too serious or to a point where I got too attached. So I'm not in any way or form, you know, angry. I just hate this process. I hate the process of opening up to an individual and they decide that, that's not good. I hate the process of working hard, working very hard, and that's not attaining to the situation. This is a totally different situation that I'm about to mention. Working very hard for a very long time, only to just still deal with those same problems you've been trying to not deal with for a very long time. And so what I mean by that is that we humans, we tend to, I wouldn't say run away from our problems, we tend to try to figure out a way to just not deal with them for a while until we got our head straight. But since the universe loves us so much, it does little funny things like force us to deal with it. Now, granted, I am very good at reading people. So I can tell when someone's lying to me and when someone's being honest with me. I've been around enough people in my life to kind of know the difference. But in situations like what I dealt with a week ago, you kind of hope and pray that your intuition is wrong. That's one of those things where you're just like, can you just be wrong this one time? Just be wrong. I don't care. Just be wrong. Everybody keeps saying use your intuition. Sometimes you don't want to. Sometimes you just pray to God that thing is wrong. Because usually when your intuition kicks in, it's usually when something's not good. Or at least for me. My intuition kicks in whenever I feel something that's just not right. It's like a puzzle piece that you just can't put in no matter what you do. It's like that's not the right puzzle piece, and you know it's not the right puzzle piece, but for the love of God, you just wish it would just fit. But then the universe decides to send a eclipse Mercury retrograde right in your path, and it takes the puzzle piece and throws it across the room, and you're just like, okay. At some point, being human, you get tired of the process. You get tired of the process of starting over again, death, rebirth, all that fun spiritual stuff. You get tired of the process. And like I said, to your angels, the ancestors, the people that are now in the spiritual realm, if you want to call that, to them, you're making progress and they're excited about it. They see that every situation you go through levels you up one level at a time. Every painful situation, every happy situation you go through, when you learn something out of that situation, it levels you up. It gives you new experience, a new way of seeing things, a new perspective. All the while, your brain, your heart, and your gut is eating you from the inside out. So yeah, you gain that perspective, you gain that knowledge, you've learned something new, you've learned to trust your intuition. All with the cost of your body feeling like someone just poured a whole bunch of cyanide down your throat and forced you to drink it. And so I tend to ask my guides, is there a better way you can show me these lessons without handing me my butt every few, I don't know, months? Clearly that answer's a no. So here we are. And maybe I'm just hard-headed. Maybe that's the case. Maybe if I would have listened to my intuition a long time ago, I would have blocked the person before I'd even gotten that. I even started to feel anything. Maybe if I would have used my intuition a lot earlier, I could have prevented this all from happening. But I didn't, so here we are. I didn't, so here we are. Now like I said, I don't think I'm heartbroken about the situation anymore. I'm just so exhausted with the process of like this whole thing. I'm so exhausted with this process that we have to deal with. Not just me, we all have to deal with this sort of process of learning ourselves to a point where we have to go through unnecessary painful crap. Well, it's not really unnecessary, but in the moment it feels unnecessary. All these painful experiences just to gain a perspective, and it's just like, you can't give me a cake that tells me the answer. You gotta give me a blade in the heart and be like, that's why you shouldn't have done that. Instead of just giving me a nice beautiful birthday cake, would say, hey, don't do this. And I'm not saying it to be serious. Like, I'm not saying get a literal birthday cake and tell me what not to do. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that I rather experience the lesson via pleasure than pain. But here we are. And with that whole notion being the case, it just feels so draining to kind of want to go on these adventures. And what you don't, what I, and I know what you're like, adventures, what do you mean? This life is an adventure. All right, this is experience. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new experience. Every day is a new adventure to learn about yourself and the world around you. But what if you get tired of the adventure? What if you don't want to go on the adventure no more? Like, what if you're just kind of sick of it because you're just like, well, I've been through the jungle. I got bit by snakes. I've been through the swamp. An alligator literally just took my left arm. I've been through the fire. My skin is pretty much burned. I really don't want to go on any more adventures if this is what I'm going to get out of it. But your guides and your angels are like, but look at this perspective you got. Like, look at this new lesson you learned. Look at this new vision you acquired. And I'm over here look like I yeah, great. I don't care. Cuz like, who's going to fix this? Right? Who's going to take care of this? Me? It's like when your friends want to come over for a party, they'll talk you into it. Like, it's going to be a rager. Like, you're going to have, oh God, I must be from the 80s. A rager. It's going to be a real big, I'm old, shindig. Let's use that word. It's going to be awesome. Everyone's going to show up. All the girls and the like, and the cool guys, they're all going to be here. We're going to have a huge party. And then it seems like a good idea. But you didn't want to have the party in the first place because the last party you threw went completely bat insane. And so you're like, nah, I'm good. We don't have to do this party thing. And they talk you into it, right? And just like last time, they leave you with all the stuff to clean up, right? So when they ask you to have this party, you don't want to have the party no more because last time they left you to clean up all the stuff. Not only that, but you found your girlfriend cheating in the next room in that same party. And to make matters worse, you got so hyped up on whatever sort of like party favors that was there that you ended up in the hospital and with like a tube down your throat because they're like, yeah, he almost OD'd. So after that experience, you don't want to have any more parties anymore because it's just like you got your butt kicked from the last one. But the universe is like, let's have another party. Let's have another rager. And you're like, why? That's how I feel. The universe is like, there's so many other things to do. There's so many, this world to explore. I'm like, why? So I can clean up the mess after we're done? So I can fix up the house and recover from the hangover while you guys go out and do another party at another house? Like what's the point? Like, if you stayed over and helped clean up, maybe so. If you guys, I don't know, help pay for some of the decorations, the food, the security that's probably watching even though we're doing drugs inside of the party. This is all a metaphor, people. But what I'm trying to say is that like the universe is always trying to be like, well, if this adventure didn't work, let's go on another one. But when you get tired of going on these adventures because you always get bit by snakes, always get, burned by fire or whatever sort of situation, you just don't want to do it anymore. You just want to maybe if I just stay home where there's no alligators, there's no fire, and there's no girlfriend cheating on me, maybe I'll be okay. Maybe that's fine. But then that's no way to live, right? There's no way to live. So you gotta get up. You gotta put on a brave face. You gotta smile even if you don't want to, and you gotta go on this adventure to gain some perspective that maybe you didn't even want to gain in the first place. And when you come back home and you got another gash for whatever you just did, your guides and your angels are there to say, but look at the experience you gained. And you're gonna be there saying, okay, but so who's gonna fix this? Which one of you guys are gonna come down from your 5-dimensional realm and fix this problem? None of you? Great. So I gotta clean the house again. Okay, cool. Oh my god, someone puked right on the fireplace. Oh joy, another adventure. Look at the perspective I'm gaining. And I know some of us feel the same way. It ain't just me. And the whole point is not to be negative about life. I'm not trying to bring that perspective in on this video. I don't want you to think that that life is just purely negative and there's no happiness or pleasure. No, 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 no. There's moments. There are moments for, happiness. There's moments for pleasure. But this experience, man, or at least my experience, the way I see it, it's like my life has been full of swamps, alligators, and burning buildings. Metaphor, by the way. It's full of swamps, alligators, burning buildings, and parties that I didn't want. But I'm just kind of tired of living the human experience, I'm just kind of tired of it, It's like I don't even want to throw this darn party. I don't even want to go on this, safari. Why the hell am I being forced to do it? All I want to do is, get married, have 4 kids, 2 dogs, and a cat in a nice home with, 2 cars, one for, the kids, one for myself. And what I mean by one for the kids, I mean, a minivan or something like that. And one for myself for my own sort of, enjoyment. Live in a peaceful environment where I'm not dealing with neighbors banging on the floor every few minutes. But asking for that is like asking for God to come back and judge everybody tomorrow. And so, at some point, you just get to a point where you're just like, I don't want to do this. I didn't ask for the pizza party with the 50 billion people. I asked for the nice intimate dinner with the girl that I wanted to have the intimate dinner with. I didn't ask for a surprise birthday party at a friend's house when I basically prepared for us to have a nice romantic dinner tonight. Just us two. So why are we having a party when the plan originally was to just go out? So why are you upset with me when I'm pissed off that we're having a party? Right? Again, metaphors. That's the type of discussions I have with my guy. It's like, why do you consistently bring me to a party when I just want to have an intimate night with maybe 1 or 2 people? It's not like I go out seeking for these sort of situations, but it's just like, geez, wheeze. That's why I kind of stay to myself, because I don't want to look for those situations. I don't want to go to the party. I don't want to go on the safari. I don't want to go on the whole adventure time thing where I have to, go through all the things, and I don't want to do all that. I mean, some people want to do that. Some people are daredevils. Some people are thrill seekers. They go for the thrill, the chance that you could die if you do this, but it's the rush. Some people do that. I'm not that person. I'm just not. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about the next big thing. I don't care about trying to like test the odds or stare in the face of God. I don't care about any of that. Like, I just want to have a nice, peaceful life with the wife and kids in a decent home where I can raise those little. I'm 28 years old, and I'm just like, how many more adventures do I have to go on until I get to this destination here? Because I really am sick of the adventures. I don't want to do it anymore. Like, when do I get to retire, God? When do I get to retire? Well, you're 28. Well, I feel like I'm 87. Or 82 if you want to flip it. You're 28 years old. Well, I feel like I'm 82. So what? Half the people that I meet these days that are my age or younger, I can't really resonate with them because I'm old. I'm not a club person. I don't care about all that. I don't care about showing out for anybody. I don't care about showing out for anybody. It just never appealed to me. I don't do stuff to impress people. I do things that make me happy. I do things that bring me peace of mind. Okay, I'm gonna use the wand real quick just to really get some stuff out. But yeah. And I'm pretty sure someone's gonna comment that, well, this is life. It's part of it. Part of the journey. It's part of the deal we made. We have to go through it. And I'm just like, okay, so where do I go to adjust the deal? Who do I talk to? Who's the manager I speak to be like, okay, dude, can you like not give me another adventure? Can you just like, I don't know, leave me alone? I don't know. When I ask for an intimate night, can I just get that instead of the house party? Just saying. Or when I ask for a wife and kids and two dogs and a cat, can I not get the indecisive girl who doesn't know what she wants? Or when I ask for a successful career, can I not get, I don't know, the exact opposite? I guess not. And I'm just using the wand to basically just get everything moving correctly and put some positive energy as well. Like I said, this is just something just to kind of get everything aligned. I don't really feel like you have anything negative around you. Also kind of give you guys an insight of how I think and the way my brain works. And for the person that's probably going to say, well, good things sometimes comes in the most mysterious packages. Again, I'm 82 years old. I don't care about the package. Just give me the thing. I don't care if you wrap it in red ribbon. I don't care if you wrap it in green ribbon. I don't care if you wrap it in polka dotted wrapping paper. Just when I ask for a fishing rod, don't bring me shoes. When I ask for a steak, don't bring me chicken. That's all I'm asking. And don't tell me, oh, you got the chicken because if you would have got the steak, it would have made you sick. And it's just like, oh, why couldn't you have given me a steak that was good? Like, that's what I ordered. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have some fresh steaks inside of instead of the fridge. Again, metaphor, people. But no, that's not how the universe works. You ask for chicken, they give you spaghetti. You ask for spaghetti, they give you pizza. And you're just like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to come to this restaurant anymore because it's just like, I don't know if I ask for this item, am I going to get that item or am I going to get something else? Like, what's the code here that I'm not reading here? But, anyways, yeah. Okay, good. Alright, I'm going to use the ametrine one more time, and then I'm going to do a couple sigils, and I'll let you get some sleep. If my ranting didn't wake you up. A little small form of acupuncture with the tip of the ametrine. Alright. Everything looks good. Like I said, you didn't really have any negativity on you. It was just a lot of random moving parts that we just kind of had to get aligned. But other than that, have a good one. Take care. If you need me, I'll be right here. I'll see you again soon, okay?